What is going on to you, Pisces? So before I even begin, right, there's a link in the comment section below called a link tree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways for you to financially support the channel so I can most definitely keep the show going. I also want to go ahead and say shout outs to all the zodiac signs. Shout outs to Aries through Pisces. Okay. Pretty much in all of my videos, a lot of y'all have been telling me, I want to say within the past 6 months, a lot of y'all have been telling me, yo, you really hitting the nail on the head. And what have I been telling y'all? I said, I'm only warming up. So that means that there's better quality on the way. The bigger I get, the more I have in store for y'all. Like it is, right? Didn't I say that once I get bigger, didn't I say that the prices were going to drop on some of my tarot readings? And that's exactly what it is that will happen. The prices dropped. The 30-minute one went from $70, now it's $50. I'm a man of my word. So for you Pisces, right, you have the Knight of Swords, the Sun, and the King of Swords. These three cards. So these three right now for you Pisces, right, the Knight of Swords really speaks to a person, you Pisces, being able to actually articulate and solve your problems. Some of the problems that you were having is the Sun and the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the issues with sociality, meaning that the issues with others, the issues of people feeling like they need to gaslight you, Pisces, to get you to fit into a particular stereotype that they unfortunately have about you. Because you can't be celebratory. You know, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, that force is strong with a lot of others. But then at the same time, you dipped, you left. You was like, okay, if you're gonna have such fear, uncertainty, and doubt, why are you gonna be around them for? Why would you want to have those people around? But then at the same time, Three of Cups and the Five of Wands, a lot of those same people don't ultimately want you to leave though. So that's the stupidity in the whole thing, right? The King of Swords, they thought that they knew everything about you. They know that they didn't, but they were trying to make it seem like they did. They were trying to make it seem like they knew everything that there could be about you, or at least portray it like that, you know, and, you know, call themselves trying to talk about the future and stuff like this, trying to like cut you off, like, oh, the reason why it is that here comes the gaslight. The reason why it is that they can't hang out with you, Pisces, is because you Pisces are untrustworthy and y'all are like beach bums. Y'all can't seem to, you know, beach bums. Y'all can't seem to get y'all heads together. You know, y'all Pisces are always so delusional and you can't seem to actually get anything done. This is totally not true. Some of the richest people in the world, a lot of the Fortune 500 companies on the world are in the world, CEOs or the chairmen or the chairwomen are actually Pisces. What are we talking about? So I don't understand this ideology about Pisces people not being able to actually get it together. But this is what I mean when I say it's the projection. It's the projection of you. Well, you Pisces, you know, y'all can't really get it together, X, Y, Z. And then the Sun card, them needing to put responsibility on you, project that onto you, you know, talk about you, whether they have to come up with a lie, right? Or whether they have to talk about something that's small and essentially blow it up. You know, the King of Cups and the Justice is about how, you know, since that's the case, this is about how you Once again, you Pisces have essentially all of that type of stuff is pretty much water up underneath the bridge, because you're not around those individuals anymore. You don't have to be around them, right? You don't have to be. The Three of Cups and the Five of Wands, all of it, right? And we're already past this, but this just hit me. Them also needing to what? Them being rambunctious. Them being completely rebellious as to what you have wanted. Because look, the truth of it is this. I'm gonna just say it what it is. Y'all already know what time it is with me. The truth is that most people already know what it is that a person who's a little bit more serious minded is looking for when it is that they call themselves going out there looking for a relationship. They already have that level of understanding. They already know, because it's common sense. If you're in a relationship, why exactly is it that a person would try to break it up? Why would they try to get into so many arguments? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that, hey, if you're in a relationship, it's probably the best idea, if you want to stay in a relationship, that you and the person actually get along, right? And then, because so many times, especially today's world, people put way too much of an emphasis on you need to state certain things. You need to actually talk about certain things. It's like, listen, I'm not negotiating with a person that wants to go out of their way and be a knucklehead. And I'm speaking as a Pisces ascendant. That's absurd. I'm not going out of my way to have to run down common sense and how to behave to a grown-up like they a child or something like this. Don't break my heart, don't cheat, have more respect. You should, this is why it is that I say that regardless of the who or the what on either side, stop being so nice to them. And what I mean by that is stop being so lenient. Stop being overly lenient. It's like, come on. You'll be in a relationship with an adult, right? Obviously. And this person is an adult. And that will make sense as to why it is I keep highlighting that. You'll be in a relationship with them or trying to get to know them, right? Time will pass. Y'all will be dating them 6 months, a year, or whatever. And then they'll go out specifically on some stupid stuff when they're supposed to be going out with you. And it's like, what are you doing? And they're trying to come up with excuses why. It's all a mental F. It's all a mental warp. It's all a mental game. It's all a mind game. You specifically wait until, I'm not saying you, I'm saying some people specifically wait to get themselves in a relationship specifically just so that they can dress scantily clad, just so that they can have a problem with the person, for them to be like, well, you're insecure. And it's like, these are some of the things that I was just talking about with the level of common sense that you Pisces need to stop playing with. Whenever y'all see people who want to be on some stupid stuff, things that shouldn't have to be talked about, because common sense and experience in on itself should tell you shouldn't go outside scantily clad. Why? Because you will entice or rile up people, and specifically people who don't care if you're in a relationship. Stupid. You shouldn't go to try to entice or be overly friendly in front of your significant other or at all. Why? Because that may incur the anger or the frustration of your significant other. You Pisces have been way too forgiving, because Pisces is the zodiac sign of forgiveness. Just like Pisces can also be the zodiac sign of punishment. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, I'm not saying that you Pisces should be cruel or overly ruthless where there's no point. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about for you Pisces is, I'm talking about you Pisces being in a situation where when you and a person going out, Stop having them, stop being okay specifically with them trying to slip through the cracks. You know, some example of slipping through the cracks is them waiting, you know, them not dressing like that when you met them. But then when they're in a relationship with you and you trying to take them out somewhere, they got some nonsense. They wearing some nonsense. It's frustrating because you know what it is that partially what it is that they want you to do for them. They want you to take them shopping. They want you to throw out those clothes, those scantily clad clothes that they have, and take them shopping for a brand new dress like that movie, Set It Off, with Queen Latifah in them and Jada Pinkett Smith in them. That's what it is that they want you to do, low key. But that's the stupidity in it. Because why can't they just throw away their own scantily clad clothes? Or why can't they stop flirting with being overly, you know, friendly in general? Why don't they have enough common sense and the decency to do that? No, they want you Pisces to take care of them like they're a child. But I thought we were adults here. So a lot of y'all have been letting some things go that I see that a lot of you are starting to see that why it's a problem. Because the King of Cups now in the Justice represents how, yeah, stop letting that stuff pass you on by. People are supposed to be adults. People are supposed to be way smarter than what it is that, especially when you call them stupid, how upset people get. Okay, then, so how can they get so upset when you know what I'm saying? Especially if you were to call them stupid, but the way that they moving is stupid. They don't know how to operate while in a relationship. You got to tell them, you got to be like Wishmaster. You have to be so specific how they should move. And then they come up with something of, oh, you're being controlling, you're being bossy, you're being possessive. But every time I give you generalities, right? Every time you Pisces would give them generalities, why are you talking to people, you know what I mean, being extra friendly? You almost borderline flirting. Why are you doing that? Why are you coming outside scantily clad? Why is it that you don't have a boundary of how far you'll go even around me in front of my eyes when I'm observing you? Why are you playing games? Why is it that when especially that I said that you and I can get to know each other, it's like a switch that flipped and now all of a sudden you start acting like you crazy. What's up with this? Like you mad, like you got some sort of problem with you or whatever. What is up with this? Why are you bugging out like that? Right? Then what happens, right? And this is what the Justice represents. And we're going to get to it, right? I'm just telling you, right? Now it's they running around the level of generalities. Oh, well, you know, you need to be very specific. Stop playing. You're an adult. You know, you supposed to know how you act, because how come they don't go outside into the world and constantly look for loopholes and stuff? No, they only want to look for loopholes when they are comfortable with a particular person. But it goes to show you how much of a coward they are, because they don't have a smoke for people that they don't know. They wanna taking your kindness for weakness, Pisces. But all of that is water up underneath the bridge, because this is a showcase of how the Justice, this is exactly what it is that you're walking away from. That stupidity, that need to be in a relationship, to act like it. The need to flirt with somebody, go out of their way to try to have the person give them a shot, only for them to act like they are a total idiot, to then sabotage it, sabotaging their own self because they're stupid. They're not the brightest bulb on a tree, nor are they the sharpest knife in a drawer, because what's the point of them doing all this stupid stuff that they're doing? Then when they reach to a certain age, right, and you know, if they haven't worked out certain things within themselves, they're going to feel lonely as all get out. Now, next thing you know, they crying, I should have really acted like I had common sense. Why didn't your stupid behind do that then, dummy? This is why Mercury goes retrograde so much, fam. You got people out here trying to get in relationships to sabotage them. They not accomplishing anything. Then you have the Ten of Cups, right? And then the Ten of Cups represents how this is about, once again, you Pisces, right? Seeing that it has to start off correctly. The foundation has to start off well. It has to be good. The person can't be on stupidness. And a lot of you Pisces realizing, like, you got to not just ask them questions. You have to also think outside the box. Yes, you have to ask them questions and see how they move, but you also have to observe them in it from a broad perspective to see if they are on some stupidness or not. You're judging their overall value as opposed to just how good they look. And a lot of you Pisces mentality is now focusing on the things that you need to focus on, which is you will approach some people and some people will approach you. But however it turns out, as far as approaching is concerned, you Pisces are judging them based upon their totality. It's not about things are going good so far just for the moment. I see a lot of you Pisces judging it based upon things are going good for the moment. Great. But let's see how things will get 4 or 5 months down the road, a year down the road, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. Because now when you start to open up your mind, now you Pisces start to realize it's about judging people based upon a grand scale, a long-term perspective, right? Things could be going well with you 2, 3 months. They could be hiding. They could be on some hiding type stuff. But then you have the Seven of Swords and the Strength card. And you will be patient long enough to actually see. So, not that you don't trust someone, but you still are observing them. And if the person is on some stupidness, create a boundary, leave. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify these strengths. Eight of Wands. No, yeah, that's Eight of Wands. Four of Pentacles. King of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. So for you, Pisces, the Eight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles represents, be careful of anyone stuck in their ways, which is the very same thing that I was talking to you about. People who think that they know it all, know-it-alls. Be careful of them. Be careful of people who, some problems to watch out for and to know when you should leave is if they're stuck in their ways. Well, how do you know? What's a very good sign that they're stuck in their ways? Are they open-minded to learn new things? Are they legitimately open to a real connection with you? Are they willing to try out some things? Because see, and the reason why it is I'm saying that, Pisces, right, to give y'all some more game is because, and I don't mean mind games, I'm talking about knowledge, right? When I'm talking about games, when I'm giving you game, right? What it is that a person, a person is really serious about, or I should say, a person is open when it comes to dating, when they're willing to try out some things. Like people who talk about they want other people out of their own money, mind you, to spend $200+ on dates. That's a whole dub, because they're not really open to being in a real functional relationship like that. And it's true, because most of it turns out to be foodie dates. They're just trying to hitch a ride short term just so that they can get some free food, free expensive food, dip out of the person's life. The person never gets a chance to actually hear from them again. Yeah, because it's just a foodie thing. They may like you, but the main focus is the food, right? Because what I'm trying to get at, let me just come down to the center of the plate. What it is that I'm trying to get at is if a person is really open to dating, they're not really so caught up with the date as far as what activity y'all are doing per se. You know, as long as it's not like anything too crazy, like a family outing or like going back to your house, unless you or they or the two of you want to do that. If that's what y'all want to do, then by all means go ahead and do that. But as far as going back to your apartment and all of that, but I mean, are they really concentrating on the date, or are they really just in it for the free food or the concert or whatever the case may be? Because remember, the date and trying to get to know the person is the most important thing. Like for me, for instance, I don't even drink coffee. No cap. You know, no cappuccino. I don't even drink coffee. But have I, got a chance to have taken a drink of the Dunkin' Donuts iced tea for its free iced coffee? I mean, not iced tea, iced coffee days? Absolutely. Took advantage of that. But do I actually drink coffee to say that I'm a fan and I drink coffee? No, not really. But am I open to have a coffee date? Absolutely. Because once again, go to the museum, get some Chinese food. You know what I'm saying? Get some ice cream, walk around, sit a little bit. It's not about the food. It's not about the event. It's not about I'm not pressed to eat to the point where I gotta make it about food, yo. It's honestly about dating the person, because it's about the date. I'm not trying to weasel or wiggle my way into something and getting something for free. It actually is about getting to know the person. So the King of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, right? By the way, that's just something that you have to be wary about. The King of Wands and the Page of Pentacles represents, a lot of you Pisces are very much so graduated. You've graduated from the games. And I mean that you're very much so aware of their intent. You want to go after and check out their intent. The Nine of Pentacles is about how, because you can judge for yourself. And once you've judged it, they're not really being serious about you. I just see a lot of you Pisces deciding to leave them alone. So a lot of you are very much so able to, Pisces, you're able to spot, not just from the things that they're doing, but you're also looking at their intention, and you're also paying attention to their overall value and not getting flustered, sitting back and paying attention to their overall value and if they mean you well. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video. Sorry about that. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.